As always, we're going to spend the second half of tonight's show in Studio 2A for an exclusive live performance. So stick with us. Can you hear me over there in Studio 2A right now?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves and play us your first song.
All right. So, good evening, KXCI. We are Diluvio AZ. We're a local band from Tucson, Arizona. We play rock in Spanish, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Disfrazas tu temor, el temor de desenmascarar a tu pobre corazón. Mentira tras mentira trae más cerca la verdad, y al amanecer descubriré tu identidad. No quiero mentiras, no quiero sufrir, lo único que quiero es deshacerme.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that first song. That was Tu Ignorancia. And that was actually our first single a while ago, before we had the EP. This next one's called Happy Song. And it is in Spanish, but the title is just Happy Song. All right. Are you ready, guys?
One, two, three, four. sin caricias, pero con mirada. No pensé que tú me traicionaras tú. Intentaste utilizarme. Solamente tú me ilusionabas, mil de besos yo me enamoraba y tú, siendo honesto, me engañabas. Sin caricias, pero con mirada. No pensé que tú me traicionaras. Thank you to all our listeners.
Yeah.
All right, this next one, we got the opportunity to record this in Hollywood with a friend a friend named Juan Fleischer. He's from Nogales, Arizona. He's an awesome producer. He helped us out with the song, with the rhythm of the song, basically. And we just started adding our style to it. This is called Sueños.
Dicen que enamorarse no es fácil, vivir a dos latidos en el medio de uno y en sí para poder disfrutar de un bello florido. Lo que quiero son veladas bajo las estrellas. Quiero que estés conmigo día tras día, superando mis miedos. Nunca quise ser la mitad de nadie para no tener que cargar con el dolor. ¿Cuánto fue mi error? Porque en esta vida encontré que más salidas que el orgullo y el temor. No sé cómo pasó, pero el destino que tuve yo sé
Thank you.
You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This is Locals Only, and I'm live in Studio 2A with Diluvio AZ. Thank you so much for coming down tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
So let's start off with introductions. Let's go around the room. Everybody can let us know who they are and what they're playing tonight.
All right. Who starts first?
All right, my name is Eduardo Alberto Ramirez Franco Lopez Aladid, a.k.a. Eddie. And I'm a vocalist and guitarist for the band, Diluvio. Love to be here.
I'm the vocalist of the band. My name is Alejandra Perez. And yeah, you guys are going to hear a lot of me today.
My name is Danny. I play guitar, and that's about it.
And I'm Alan, and I play the bass.
What's up with the bass?
Hello, everybody. My name's Lucia, and I play the drums.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a girl.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the group. When did you guys first get together?
Well, it started by parts, right?
Yeah.
Should I go way back then? I think we should.
Yeah.
We have time.
We got time.
We got
Let's
time.
stretch it out. Yeah.
So it basically started with my brother, me and Danny. We started back in 2011. We were actually in a church group, and it was like a band. Like the young people had a band, and we played like Christian music, you know. So then we just started getting like kind of tired of playing the same songs. So we were like, hey, let's go home and jam some other songs. So then we just started jamming, and then other musicians started coming in and out. We started getting gigs, and we just started writing. And then Eddie came in. Alan came in. Alan came in.
I was first.
He was first, the bassist. And then Eddie came in afterwards. And then shortly, Lucia came in. So that's how we started, basically. Yeah. And we've been a band since 2013, right?
Yeah, all five.
Playing together.
Yeah, this lineup has been together since 2013.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, were you writing original material, or at the beginning were you just jamming on covers and trying to find your sound? How did those early days work?
Like for me personally, I was in other bands and more metal and punk influences, and my sister she's always been able to sing, but finally started maturing a little bit growing up, and we're like, let's start something together. And I had a few ideas, some songs, and we started working on them. And then
but I never wanted to practice.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to. Dad's like, come on, sing the song.
As the older brother, I'm pushing her buttons.
Well, I was a lot younger. I was like 15.
So, yeah, I think.
I was like 15, and like I just wanted to go out with my friends to the movies. I didn't want to be in a band. But
I suckered into it.
But yeah, it just started happening. I've always sang though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So then in 2013, shortly after Lucia came in, we got a chance to take part in a nationwide contest called what was it?
Persigue tus sueños.
Persigue tus
Follow
sueños,
Your
Follow Your
Dreams.
Dreams. And we won. They flew us out to Miami, and we got to perform over there. So that was like,
wow.
For
wow,
Terra.com.
yeah, we can actually do this. Like, let's commit. And since then, we've been committing and working on all of our stuff and just progressing as bands and as people.
So that was back in 2013 when you won the contest?
Yeah.
Had you been playing shows live before that, or were you still
Very
just kind of a garage band at that point?
Very little. I mean, we would do maybe one show a month.
If that.
Like 2 to 3 months.
If that, yeah. But slowly it's been getting more busy, and we've been having a lot more fun with it. And
Now it's weekly
Now
shows.
it's weekly shows.
This week we had our CD release, and we had our CD release in Phoenix, the next one here in town with all of our friends, and thank you for coming. That meant a lot to us.
Big shout out to everybody who
Yeah.
went.
Last night we did an acoustic, and today here we are.
So we're promoting.
Yeah. So I'd be curious to hear about kind of that transition of starting out with a band where it's you're just playing with your friends, it's fun, and then all of a sudden you realize, wow, people actually who really like this. There's an opportunity for us here. So tell me about that transition and how you decided to start becoming the kind of band that's gigging around, many times per week and promoting shows and building an audience. How did you try to tackle that challenge? Because that can be a hard transition for bands sometimes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely had to become more responsible. We had to sit down and say, okay, we actually have to practice twice a week, not just like whenever we have a show. And everyone was on board immediately, and everyone contributed like a lot to that professionalism, and that's what has allowed us to like go to the next level in our music.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yes.
and it's also balancing our work and school and
Right.
learning how to time management, all of that. That's been the biggest challenge, I think.
Yeah. Now, one thing I'm also curious about is being a band that performs in Spanish. Have you found that has affected the way that you are booking shows, the kinds of shows you're playing, the kind of venues you're playing, the kinds of bands that you're playing with? Is your attitude, though, we're just a band, we're just going to play whatever shows we can get, and we're not going to worry about the rest of it?
I mean, not really. We have to keep on our fan base, right? I mean, if we're this type of music and we're actually getting, response, from our, what we can say, fans now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it does kind of affect, because I mean we get shows at like bars that are like
Latin
Latin
bars.
bars.
Mostly.
But
yeah.
then we always have like that person that are like, that you want to play with us? We're an English band, and we're like, sure.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care.
Right.
We're just there.
well,
Yeah,
we-
basically, I think how it works out is we definitely try to focus more towards the Latin aspect, the Spanish aspect, but if something else comes out, we're willing to branch out, and we're not limited to that specifically.
Did you grow up listening to music like you're playing now, or has that been,
Oh, yeah.
for some of you, a new experience as well?
I think like we all have our different influences growing up,
Yeah.
but this type of music, I'm pretty sure we all grew up with,
And
for
the,
Yeah.
sure.
the pop
It's like
rock.
common ground.
It's a common ground. I mean, us as Latinos. So yeah, I think we all know what we're doing in terms of that.
Well, I know you know what you're doing. But I'm also curious, were all of you friends before you joined the band, or did some of you just stumble onto each other?
Well, Eddie and I were from Nogales, actually. We're not from Tucson.
Uh-huh.
And we went to high school together, and we were in our high school choir. So that's how we sort of like got together musically. And then it was sort of like awesome that, we were both able to join this band together.
And well, he knows me since I was born.
Well, sure, yeah. I know you
Yeah.
guys know each other.
And then myself and Danny, we actually go back to, we met in elementary school, 2nd grade, and
Yeah.
we've basically known each other growing up. And when Danny asked me to join the band, I was actually in a thrash metal band called Napalm Strike, and I basically just started doing both of them.
Yeah.
Ended up liking how the flow was happening in Diluvio, and
Sure.
decided to focus my time and attention to that.
Excellent.
Yay.
We won.
Yeah, there you go. A battle of very different
Shout out to
bands.
Napalm
Yes.
Strike.
Yeah. So we're going to
Shout
get back
out.
into another set here, but before we do, if people want to find more information about you, find music online, what's the best way for people to track down information about Diluvio?
The primary way is our website. It's www.diluvioaz.com.
Okay.
And we have our social media. Everything's like /DiluvioAZ. Facebook.com/DiluvioAZ. Instagram is DiluvioAZ. Twitter is also. But the main way where you can find everything, contact information, is the website, diluvioaz.com.
And subscribe.
Yes,
And
subscribe.
There you go. All right, we're going to hear another set here live in Studio 2A from Diluvio.
All right, a little tune in, guys. Yes, this next one is basically inspired by our Mexican roots. So, I don't know. This is it. This is called Mi Terapia, which means my
Sonora.
therapy. When people don't believe in your dreams and tell you you're crazy, you need therapy. This is what it's about.
Todos dicen que estoy loca y no sé muy bien por qué. Dicen que ocupo terapia, pero siempre ando al 100. Para aquel que me lo diga, creo que esto es al revés. Y en vez de criticarme, un psiquiatra deben ver. muy bien por qué. Dicen que ocupo terapia, pero siempre ando al 100. Para aquel que me lo diga, creo que esto es al revés. Y en vez de criticarme, un psiquiatra deben ver.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
We can hear your applauses from here. Just kidding. I know. They're really...
Let's keep this show going. I'm excited.
All right, this next song, Eddie's gonna sing. So, you guys get a male singer.
I'm thick. Can't sing today. All right, let's do this.
He fallado muchos tiros a causa de no intentar. Me daba miedo arriesgarme, siempre me hacía mal. Perdí oportunidades, perdí amistades, lo perdí por no intentar. Año tras año juraba que iba a cambiar, no iba a dejar que mis nervios me ganen. Lo juraba, yo iba a cambiar, al fin me di cuenta es igual. Lo juraba, yo iba a cambiar, al fin me di cuenta es igual. Traición de nervios o en pensamientos, quién sabe cuál fue. Pero todo pasa por algo, entraste en vida como un regalo del cielo. eso estoy más que contento. Pero todo pasa por algo, en nuestra vida como un regalo del cielo. Y por eso estoy más que contento. Has llenado un hueco en mi corazón, andamos locos de amor. Y por eso sonrío. Tus caricias me transportan fuera de esta realidad. No puedo esperar a volverte a besar. Pero todo pasa por algo, en nuestra vida como un regalo del cielo. Y por eso estoy más que contento. Pero todo pasa por algo, en nuestra vida como un regalo del cielo. Y por eso estoy más que contento.
Thank you. This next one's called Pirata Ladrón.
My favorite, by the way.
I think we all love that song.
Una isla cerca, una piedra seca, estaba casi muerta, así que vi tus velas, tesoro no faltaba, tu barco pirata, pero no resististe quedarte con mi alma. Pirata ladrón, me robaste mi corazón. Pa pararara, pa para para. Cofre de acero, lo guardas con tu dolor.
Solo no te asustes, el diluvio pasará. Por la manera que te abrazo, tú ya nunca te ahogarás. Embarcaremos al Caribe, donde siempre hace calor. Es un paraíso enorme, donde me encarcelo a tu amor.
Pirata ladrón,
Te robaste mi corazón. Pa pararara, pa para para. Cofre de acero, lo guardas con tu dolor.
y aunque esté cautiva, no hay ningún otro lugar que quiera estar más que aquí. Y aunque no vive otra, no quiero nunca pasar ningún día más sin ti. Pirata ladrón, te robaste mi corazón. Pa pararara, pa para para. Cofre de acero, lo guardas con tu dolor. Y aunque esté cautiva, no hay ningún
Thank you.
You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This is Locals Only. My name's Matt Milner, and I'm live in Studio 2A with Diluvio. Thank you so much for coming down tonight.
Thank you for having us. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can tell. You look like you're having fun. So, we talked about during the last break, some of your respective musical backgrounds, and one of the things we talked about was, Danny and Alan have some very divergent interests in musically from what you're playing now as well, with playing in thrash and punk bands and all that. I'm curious, Eddie and Lucia, you mentioned that you grew up together in Nogales. You played, you were in chorus together there. Did you play music together in a rock band or anything like that before this group?
Before this group, I mean, me personally, yeah. Answer the question. I did. I was on a previous band called Moikibe. Actually, one of my band members ex-band members is living in Boston now, studying at Berkeley. Shout out to him, Gabriel. Anyways, but I mean, we started a band with him back in Nogales. I was 15, sophomore in high school, and that was actually a good project. Just a high school talent show thing that we always did. After that, I actually switched schools to Lourdes Catholic, where Lucy was, attending. And again, I had some choir experience, and I was personally I was a choir director when I was 16 up to now. Wow. So I would teach, and that's like my background experience. And then again, I would listen to Spanish rock artists like Maná and Enanitos Verdes, and that would be my influence. But then I met Lucia, and damn, she could rock out with the drums. It was nice.
When did you start playing the drums, Lucia?
I think I was like 12 or 13 years old. I was very influenced by my brothers. They're both guitar players. And my older brother, Joe, he had a band, and they would practice at my house, once a week. And that's how I sort of got into it. I just saw the drums, and I was like, I have to play that. And finally, my parents agreed to get me a drum set. And I would just, I never really had a band before this one, except for the choir that Eddie and I were in. But I would jam out with my brother, Pablo, like a lot. And that's basically my background. We would play a lot of pop rock, Green Day, Blink-182 sort of thing.
I'm curious to hear about the songwriting for the group. What is the process? Is there one person who takes the initial lead?
Well, I'll just start with but then they can finish it because I thought it was funny. I mean, when I joined in, Danny had like a book.
Okay.
A lyrical book. He had all these lyrics, and I mean, he had these two songs, which is Libro Canciones and Mi Vida en Sol. They were awesome. Good writing. And again, I mean, he's like, I remember, I think it was Todo Pasa Por Algo.
Yeah.
He's like, he showed me the lyrics, and he's like, yo, bust something out. And I'm like, all right. I liked how he, his lyrics wrote out. I mean, all of a sudden, his, that poppy influence. I mean, the, how can I say, Blink-182 stuff.
Pop rock.
Yeah, I based on that, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Todo Pasa Por Algo came out, which was the first song, the second song of this set that we just played, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That was the song he's talking about. That just happened like magic.
And that book basically influenced the title of our new EP, Libro de Canciones. So.
There you go.
But to the writing that you were talking about, basically we all put in our part.
Yeah.
It's like we're jamming out in practice, and then Eddie starts with a riff or something, Lucia starts with the drums, Alan, and then we just all come in together, and then Danny's like, write something, so I write something, or he writes something. It just all happens like that.
Basically, I think like there's a certain musical idea that we each, or like one person kind of introduces to the band, and then we each kind of take responsibility and compose our own parts to it. And we're always open to suggestions from the other members of the group, like, hey, you should do this here. And we always just go with what sounds the best.
I know.
And when you're playing so many shows and you're practicing twice a week, you obviously have a lot of opportunities to hone your sound, but do you make a conscious effort during those practice sessions to set aside certain time for working on new ideas and certain time for working on old ideas, or do the new ideas just kind of flow organically out of, working on your normal set?
I would say
think
that
it's a little
depends.
both. Yeah, it's a little both.
Sometimes our focus is on like just honing in our set, like our this past month we've just been playing the songs that we already have just to like perfect, to prepare for the release party.
Sure.
But when we have like extra time, when we're a little more relaxed, we will like mess around with new sounds and stuff.
Yeah, I think it depends on how hard we're working that month. So like, if we're fully booked with shows, we're just gonna focus on what we need to do. But if we have some free time, then we'll jam out, experiment.
Yeah.
I think we all do that like on our own time, huh? Like I grab
That's
the
true.
guitar and I start thinking of something. You do
Yeah.
that too. We all do that, and then we
Yeah.
come to practice and we're like, "Hey, I did this,"
Right.
and then that's how songs start. So
Yeah.
So a few times we've alluded to the new EP, but we haven't really talked about it yet. So
Yeah.
so tell us about the new EP.
I'll introduce it to you.
Oh, there you go.
There it
Beautiful.
is. Cover, go ahead.
So basically, that CD cover. I'll start from the outside. The
Yeah,
CD
there you
cover
go.
is a design by one of our friends who's in a band called Viri Los Bandidos. They're from San Diego, California.
Okay.
And he's a drummer of the band, but he's really good at design. He's like the
They're
techie
techie.
guy. And we were like, hey, we got everything, the music, everything, but we don't have a design. Like, we need help. So he's all, yeah, sure, I got you guys. We had those pictures. Those pictures are kind of old. Like, we don't even look.
Don't tell them that.
I mean, they have to know.
No, they're brand new. I took them yesterday.
Took him last month.
Yeah.
But we had those pictures, so then he worked with that and just added everything. And we loved it. It was like, we saw it and we were like, yeah, that's it. And inside we have 5 songs. They're all written by us. Let's see, do I start from like back in the day when we had the CD and we thought we had it?
We thought we had it. Yeah, there's been we've delayed this EP. It was supposed to be an album, but troubles and all that. People,
Sure.
yeah, you know.
Sometimes you meet like
Yeah.
people that don't really help you, and
And
so
set you back. But then, I mean, it gave us time to master what we wanted them to sound like,
Yeah.
and now they sound the way we want them to.
Yeah,
so.
once we got together with the right people, it was just natural and
Sure. It
easy
happened
and
so
fun.
fast.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
Because
Where-
we've been recording these songs for years, I guess. Ever since we actually started back in
Yeah, all together.
2013.
Oh wow.
We've been recording these songs. And yeah, we'll have a CD in a year. And then things would happen.
Sure.
And then, all right, by next year, then things would happen.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh my God, we don't even play these songs like this anymore.
Yeah.
So we recorded it from the bottom and we started again. And then now we have it.
And where did you record these songs?
It's called Tuk Sound Recording Studio. It's actually owned by my uncle,
Oh,
Oscar
okay.
Fuentes. He was here actually.
With
You remember
Yeah, I
him with
remember.
Leanne Lesha.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the name. It's like a play on words, Took Sound,
Yeah.
like Tucson, but
Yeah.
Took Sound.
With sound.
Yeah.
And
It's
also
great.
2 of those we also did in LA with our friend Juan Fletcher.
Yeah,
so.
the song Sueños and
Uh-huh.
Ahora Lo Sé, which
Which
is our
one?
first single. We did in Hollywood.
So,
Very
Yeah.
cool.
We got a good insider to all those studios.
Yeah, and then it was mixed by my brother, Joe. He's in San Diego, so it's like everything
All
was
over
a
the
family
place.
thing.
Yeah, family affair.
Yeah.
And on Saturday you had the release show for it. What are your next plans? Now you've put years of work into getting this out. You've got it in your hands. Your fans can get it now. So have you had the chance to take a deep breath and sort of appreciate the moment of finally being able to get this in people's hands?
yes, for sure, definitely. I mean, we've already put it out on iTunes. We have also in Diluvio AZ, you can find it. Pandora, anything live streaming, Spotify. Right now we have a few more shows. A little tour through California. We're playing LA, San Diego, and Tijuana.
Mexico.
But our next show is at the ABA Amphitheater for the Mexican Independence Day. It's going to be on Sunday the 18th. So you're all welcome to come. It's free. We
Yes.
play from 3 to 4.
Food, Mexican food.
Excellent.
Mexican food. That's right.
Yes.
And will that be a mix of local bands and out-of-town bands, or mostly local groups? You know who's playing as well?
Well, it's mostly the ranchero,
Uh-huh.
and there's a few big artists that are coming. So
It'll be interesting because it's like a different type of genre of music
Sure.
that they usually, meaning like Mexican patriot,
Right.
you know. And then they invited us, and we're like rock.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see how they
they-
like us.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna eat.
There you go. Yeah, perfect.
and rock out.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I want to thank you all again for coming down tonight. This has been a lot of fun for me. It looks like it's been fun for you too, and I'm sure it's been fun for our listeners. So once again, Diluvio AZ .com is the website,
Yes.
right? And you can also find the group on Facebook. The new album is available wherever albums are available through your preferred digital media outlets. And if you catch them at a show, they've got hard copies of the CD available as well. So with that, we're going to hear one more set from Diluvio Ez before we send it over for the next 2 hours to the Hub and Bob Girth. But we've got one more set here on Locals Only. So thank you for listening, and we'll let Diluvio play us out.
Thank you. So this next one is one of the first songs we wrote for the band. I hope you guys enjoy this. I invite you to close your eyes. I'm just kidding.
Now if you're driving.
Relax.
Si mi vida cantara en tono de sol, entraría luz a mi corazón. Nunca sufriera ningún dolor. Si mi vida cantara en tono de sol. Sol, entraría luz a mi corazón. Nunca sufriera ningún dolor. Si mi vida cantara en tono de sol. Soñar, pero es triste vivir en la soledad. Esperanzas para un día triunfar, cuando el sol ilumina una oportunidad. No me dejaré llevar, no me dejaré llevar, no me dejaré llevar, no me dejaré llevar, no me dejaré llevar. No me dejaré llevar. cantara en tono de sol, entraría luz a mi corazón.
Thank you. This. All right, let me introduce this one. This one's our first single from the EP. This one's called Ahora lo sé, which means now I know. And I don't think we mentioned that the EP is called Libro de Canciones. Or I think we should mention it more so people know what it is. This is called Libro de Canciones, the EP, and the song's called Ahora lo sé that we're about to play. And we actually have a video of it on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. It's a great video. It's funny, you guys will laugh. Here you go.
Eres con lo que sueño, un aliento en la mañana, mi destino y mi dueño. Papá. Y ahora ya lo entiendo, te he buscado noche y día y este vals es más que eterno. Tal vez bailando sanaremos las heridas que nos siguen en la vida. Me cansé de estar perdida y con melancolía. Mira, mírame. Tú tienes el ritmo y yo la melodía. Entre tú y yo ahora existe una salida. Ahora lo sé. Ahora lo sé. No todo está mal, viviendo el día a día, aunque no encuentres salida. No todo está mal, ahora lo sé. Ahora lo sé. Te he buscado noche y día, tú tienes el ritmo. Tal vez bailando sanaremos las heridas. Ahora lo sé. Ahora lo sé. Te he buscado noche y día. Te he buscado noche y día. Tú tienes el ritmo y yo la melodía. Entre tú y yo ahora existe una salida. Ahora lo sé. Ahora lo sé.
Thank you. This last one is called Libro de Canciones, just like our album. And thank you for having us. KXCI, thank you for the opportunity. We've had so much fun. We want to come back. Next CD release. So, this is it. This is Libro de Canciones. Hope you guys have a good night. Thank you.